What's up, guys? NQ Chris here, back with the daily recap. Today is November. What the hell? March 9th. Um, we'll get straight into the recap. As y'all know, I don't do much of the daily biases, but we'll get into it. We had new week opening gap. So if we turn on this indicator, it marks us the sorry, not that one. This one. New week opening gap. So we had new week opening gap, unfilled, right? And then we had a 1 hour. We had a 1 hour. We had 1 hour. 1 hour down here. 30 unfilled 30 minute. Unfilled 30 minute down here. I mean, sorry, intermediate 30, unfilled 30. 1 hour inside of a low inside of a 1 hour. That was also, I believe, Asia high, Asia low. Then we had this low, which was New York AM or London? London. Oh, Asia. Sorry, Asia. This was London. So let's get into the trade. So 8:30 comes around. 8:30 comes around. Boom. Oh shit. Sorry. 8:30 comes around. Immediately touches new week opening gap, which shorts here would have been good, in my opinion, because we tap new week opening gap. Inverse the one, SMT at the high, 15, 30 minute SMT. But I don't trade the first 15 minutes, and I couldn't because had to run errands really quick. So we go on, we're leaving. We've now tapped into this 5. Right. We have 15. This unfilled 15, which we tapped into here. So I'm still looking for shorts because, in my opinion, new week opening gap was already tapped into, and I'll get into my mistakes after. But so that's what I thought. I thought, you know what, we we tapped new week opening gap. We have SMT at the high. I'm going shorts to target this 1 hour session low. Entered entered off of this not 1 minute but 2 minute fair value gap because just drew the fair value gap between this candle and the top one, inverse with this big Drake candle. Um, Entered with 1,000 worth of micros. It looked like we were doing good, and then it still looks like we're doing good, and then just absolutely rips up. You know. So then at this point, I think we're good because it tapped into the 1 minute, tapped into the BPR, dumped, and then we get diddied by this big candle. Don't know where this came from. So we ended up losing $1,000 right here. Then I saw we inversed the one, and I felt like my bias was still right. So I entered with 500, which is the last of what I had for the eval. Um, and unfortunately, when I did my math to calculate how many micros I needed, I used 1,000 instead of 500. So I got stopped out here. Either way, I would have been stopped out within the next few candles, but yeah. So In other words, another blown eval. I don't even know. I don't even want to know what number this is in this year. But it is what it is. We move. I was pretty happy with that trade. But now I guess with a clear head, let's go into what I did wrong. Um it looks like a clear AMD model. Accumulation, manipulation, then distribution. Um so there's that, right? And then I guess I know there's some traders who and I'm gonna apply this rule for Mondays or for just new week opening gaps. A lot of these traders, they'll wait for the gap to be fully filled, and if it doesn't get filled, it doesn't get traded. Like they don't trade whatsoever. So yeah, I know a lot of these traders probably didn't take any of the trades that I took. I mean, I'm sure Dodgy did, but Dodgy, this dude takes the randomest trades, and if it works out, if you don't take it, you're a fucking peanut. And if you do if you took something that he didn't take, you're not a profitable trader according to what he says. But I should have waited for new week opening gap to be filled instead of tapped. I mean, maybe this trade would have worked. This one for maybe a 101. Let's see. Oh no, hell no. No, so that trade wouldn't even work. I am considering just cutting Mondays off in a whole. Um, unless there's red. On 2 days ago's recap, I used the wrong week. But there's no red folder today, so maybe just shouldn't have traded today. I end up uh I feel like I've lost more on Mondays than I've won. So that's the recap. Again, unfortunately, we blew the eval today. I'm not really proud of saying it just because there's been a couple. But again, it is what it is. We'll move on. Um, I'm buying a new eval and hopefully, do the same thing full port and hopefully this time it actually works out. So I'll catch y'all later.